Congress leader Priyanka Gandhi is meeting the victims of the Sonbhadra massacre at the moment. The families of the family members of the victims in the firing case came to meet Priyanka Gandhi at the Chunar guest house. The Congress leader, remember, had spent last night at the guest house in Mirzapur after she was stopped on her way to Sonbhadra. She held a dharna after she was prevented by the UP police from visiting the city. Let's go over to our correspondent Alok Pandey, who is at the moment at the guest house. Alok, what's happening at the moment? Can you give us the updates?
Yes, I will give you the update. You'll have to give me 2 minutes for it. This started about an hour ago when members of the Congress party actually got in some of the family members of the Sonbhadra victims to meet with Priyanka Gandhi Vadra. Initially, there was an issue because the police were not letting them inside. And that led to a situation where there was a bit of what you call in Hindi in UP, Dhakka Mukki, I'm sure you are familiar with. Sure. And that then led to the gates of the guest house being shut, and the Congress then alleging that the victims were not being allowed to even come in here, despite Priyanka Gandhi saying that her only interest is to meet with the victims of the Sonbhadra massacre, with the families of the victims and nothing else. Later, though, the superintendent of police, who was in charge of security here at this moment, he permitted everyone to go in, and so there was a 30-minute long open for EVOP's meeting that Priyanka Gandhi held, where at least 11 or 12 people who had come from Sonbhadra, from that village where that massacre took place. It does seem to be some kind of a climb down from the government, though the Congress is insisting that, look, this is the only thing we wanted. We wanted for Priyanka Gandhi to somehow meet with the families of the Sonbhadra victims, and they could have been brought here or we could have gone there. We were not looking to create trouble. But anyway, when I speak, now Priyanka Gandhi has gone inside the guest house with these 11, 12 people, and perhaps she's now holding a closed-door meeting with them. I think the moot point now to be asked is whether this meeting now will lead to an end to the deadlock that has been on for 24 hours in this blistering, blazing heat here in Mirzapur and Banaras, and whether Priyanka Gandhi will now call off a dharna, having made a point about managing to meet with the families of the Sonbhadra victims. The government perhaps can take solace, if that's the right word to use, from the fact that they did not ultimately let her go to Sonbhadra, but the families did come here to meet. So I think we'll have to wait. Politics is a very uncertain thing. When I asked Priyanka Gandhi if her party was milking the tragedy to the benefit of trying to revive the Congress, she said that she did give an answer. She said the Congress is a political party at the end of the day, and we are bound to help and stand by with the people. And if someone wants to spread propaganda, it's their job, not ours. So that's what is going on. I can see about 500 to 600 Congress workers here at the guest house where she is. She's inside, we are outside. I must point out that this is not really the kind of crowd that you expect when such a big leader is involved, but it is testimony to the fact that the strength that Priyanka Gandhi has, despite what her party is doing right now, the fact that the party has to be revived at the grassroots, Ruby, and organization strength has to come from there. You can't have a few high-end leaders coming in with 30, 40 people and squatting here and raising slogans, and the Congress expects, if the Congress expects to revive themselves that way, that may be a folly, or at least the BJP will say so. But I'm sure they have thought out their plans, and at least in this case, they managed to create a huge political buzz here in Uttar Pradesh and elsewhere. Now we are waiting to see if this will culminate, if Priyanka Gandhi will call off whatever is happening. She says she's arrested, the police says she's not. So will she manage to move out of here, fly out, and give all of us some relief? Perhaps most of the victims on whose identity all of this politics is happening.